Why is fitness so complicated? Because it's not. It's not. It really isn't. I think the reality of the situation that we're in these days is that it has been a change in our economy. So people used to become successful. You made money by providing value. And that is how things used to work for a very long time. So a person who provides value will receive value in return, right? So I provide something that is of value, and you give me money, which is a sort of a way of expressing value, right? So we exchange values. So I give you something, and you provide monetary value in exchange for that. And so it used to behoove people to provide good quality information. However, we have shifted to an economy of attention. Doubt me? Look at the popular YouTube channels. Most of their videos are reaction videos. Listen to me bash this other person, or listen to me react to a video. I'm going to watch something and I'm going to react to it. That's not providing any information. It's not providing any value. What is it? Entertainment, I guess? Yes, I guess the value of it is entertainment. These TikTok videos, apparently girls sit there and go, ice cream, yum, yum, ice cream, yum, yum. And people are paying to watch this shit. Instagram, people that have tens of thousands of followers to watch what? There are people where their entire Instagram is just videos of them lifting weights. Just watch me lift weights, and people are watching that. They don't provide any information. They don't provide anything of value. They just provide entertainment, I guess. And so it's an economy of attention. You look at all the negativity out there. There's a guy that has an entire Instagram that is nothing but just attacking other people. As I point out, weightlifting. Weightlifting in the United States is awful. Weightlifters hate weightlifting. And so all they do is bash it. And all they do is complain about it. And then they're like, I don't understand why everyone hates our sport and no one wants to do weightlifting. Here's another video of why weightlifting sucks. Gosh. So that's the first problem. The first problem we have to accept here is that we've shifted to a society that has a value-based system around entertainment and attention. So instead of valuing information, we value attention. This grabs your attention. Look at my butt. Girls post their butt. Every workout, every exercise is apparently a glute exercise. I've seen girls post videos of their butts while they're doing curls or lat pull downs, some angle that focuses in on their butt. So apparently every exercise is a glute exercise. Here's a picture of my butt again. And then the other side to this is that we have people who seem like they're providing information, but what they do is they provide information that is so complicated and so complex that basically you're forced to hire them. Like, you're too dumb to figure this out, and so therefore that's why you need to hire me. And I am here to tell you that is not the case. It's not the case at all. Complex and complicated fitness, maybe it's required for you if your goal is to win the decathlon at the Olympics. Most of you watching this are not Olympic decathletes. Most of you are just trying to get jacked and tan. Most of you are trying to get a little stronger, a little leaner. And so fitness is not complicated at all. And unfortunately, for us coaches, you don't need to hire a coach. A lot of people can figure this stuff out on their own. And there's a lot of free resources out there too. Like I'm not kidding you. I did the CrossFit.com website workout, the free daily workout. I did that for years, and I made progress. I ran faster, I got stronger, I made a ton of progress. You could do nothing but body weight exercises and still make progress. Most people could basically just do like what I call the prison workout, where you just do a whole bunch of body weight work, really high volume, and you will make progress. Now, if you have a specific goal, perhaps you do need some help. Like if you told me that your goal is that you want to total 2,000 pounds in powerlifting, and assuming you're of adequate size, because if you weigh 135 pounds, that's not really a reasonable goal. But let's say you're a big dude and you're already pretty strong, and you're just trying to get those last 10 pounds on your bench and the last 10 pounds on your squat. Maybe at that point things become a little complex. But for most people who have just a average level of strength, or beginners especially, doing just the most basic things is more than enough for you. And if you have reasonable fitness goals, like I just want to be just generally fit, it's really easy. It's not complex at all. It's super simple. The hardest part is doing the work, which is why one of the things I'm really into lately is sports psychology. How do we get past the mental barriers that are preventing people from doing things? I talk about this with nutrition. Nutrition is super simple. The hard part is actually doing it. Like if I told you all you have to do is eat, meat, vegetables, and rice for 6 meals a day. Doesn't get much more simple than that. So why aren't you doing it? That's the psychological side. Eating is a social behavior. Eating is psychological. Why do you binge eat? You binge eat because it's psychological. You shouldn't binge on 4 pints of Ben and Jerry's, but you do it anyways. Why do you do it? Well, that's a psychology question. You know that you should be eating meat, rice, and vegetables if you want to make progress. Why aren't you doing it? That's a psychological question. You know that you should be doing presses, pulls, squats, and hinges. Why aren't you doing it? That's a psychological question. You know what to do. You already know what to do. And so you don't actually need all these fitness influencers. And so the other day I made a video and I was talking about why you shouldn't warm up versus why you should warm up, and how this, turns into this bizarre polarized argument. And I want to point something out. The other day, people were sharing this post from a certain individual who doesn't need any more traction or name recognition. And this person was saying why you need to warm up. But I looked through that person's post because I was almost confident. I was like sitting there like, I'm pretty sure this guy said don't warm up. And sure enough, as I scrolled through his old posts, he has an old post telling you that warm-ups are a waste of time and they're useless and you shouldn't do warm-ups. Hold up, bro. Just a couple months ago, you made a whole bunch of posts why warm-ups are dumb and people who spend time warming up are stupid and they're wasting their time. And now you're making a post telling people that warm-ups are essential and you need to warm up. What on earth are you doing? Like, this is no different than how I saw this unbelievably stupid post the other day. Someone was saying that, you shouldn't do barbell rows to build your biceps. Shouldn't. Are you stupid? Rows build your biceps. Oh, you think people should do curls instead? Well, here's a radical concept, and I never realized this is a weird one for you. What if I told you that you can do curls and you can do rows? That's almost like telling someone that they could do squats and leg extensions. You could do both. You could do deadlifts, and you can also do hamstring curls. So this individual made the argument that you shouldn't do barbell rows to build your biceps. And it's like, well, I tell you what, I don't do curls. I do a lot of rows. At least previously, whenever I was able to train the way I wanted to. Now I have to train around, whatever weird-ass disease it is that I have. Headed back to Mayo Clinic to find out what it is. Stand by, and we'll do a special gender reveal balloon popping thing. It'll burst out and be like, congratulations, you have whatever disease it is this week. But more importantly to that, okay, So I did a lot of weightlifting. So I did snatches, I did cleans, I did jerks. And I told you before, your strength work, snatch grip deadlifts, front squats, and push presses. But you know what else I often did was a lot of rows. I would do Pendlay rows specifically. And I'll tell you what, if you start doing really heavy Pendlay rows, your biceps grow. Yeah, what the hell? My biceps grew during really heavy barbell rows, even though I wasn't doing any curls. I don't know, you're pulling on things. Hey, you know what else made my biceps really big? Whenever I was doing tons of pull-ups. I was doing all these weighted pull-ups. Man, I got to the point where I think it was 75 pounds for sets of 10. That's not bad considering I weighed like 150, 155 pounds at the time. Doing 75 pounds for sets of 10. That made my biceps grow. Oh, it's not a curl. Who fucking cares? Don't squat. You know, that's not the best way to build your quads, but I tell you what, if you squat, your quads are going to grow. Don't do squats. It won't build your hamstrings optimally, but it certainly will build your fucking hamstrings. It'll make your legs bigger. Don't bench press. It's not the best way for you to train your tricep. Have you ever seen a guy that benches over 500 pounds that has small triceps? I haven't. Ever seen a guy that squats over 600 that has small quads? I haven't seen that either. Show me a guy who can do barbell rows with 405 pounds, and I'll show you a guy who has big biceps. But we have to make these things confusing. So we tell people, don't do this instead, when it really isn't something that's binary. You can do rows and you can do curls. And your warm-up, as I discussed, it's not don't warm up at all or spend 3 hours doing a warm-up. It's do a warm-up that's appropriate for what you're doing today. I'm going to be traveling. I just mentioned that. I'm headed to Mayo Clinic, which means that I'm going to be doing crappy-ass workouts because I don't have access to a gym. So, I got the hotel gym, and the heaviest thing they have is a 50-pound dumbbell, which I don't even need to fucking warm up to start doing 50-pound bench presses, or 50-pound squats, okay? I grab 2 of them. That's a 100-pound squat. Big deal. I can jump straight into sets of 20. But you know what? If I was going to squat 335, I'm going to need to warm up. I can easily deadlift 100 pounds, 250-pound dumbbells. I can easily deadlift that off the floor for a set of 20. That would be a warm-up. Because most deadlifts start at 135. And if I'm going to come in and I'm going to deadlift 455, I'm going to need to warm up. I don't need to warm up to hop on the recumbent bike for 20 minutes. But if I'm going to try to sprint 400 meters as fast as I possibly can, I'm going to want to warm up. This is like common sense. We've talked about this before. It's common sense. But people need to make these things overly complicated. So now you need 30 different glute activation drills. Use my coupon code. Go to my website. Buy my program. You are too dumb to figure out how to do pushes, pulls, squats, and hinges. You need to buy my program. Hats off to T-Nation. I'm not even a fan of T-Nation, but damn, if there aren't a lot of free programs and free articles on T-Nation, if you take the time to read the free stuff, you will have a program. Hey T-Nation, send me some free whatever. I don't even know what products you guys carry anymore. Send me some stuff. I'll keep hyping your blog posts and stuff like that. Dude, Tib Army. Christian Thibodeau, his website is full of free stuff. Charles Poliquin, tons of free information. There are free books. There are free websites. There are free programs everywhere. Pick one. No, you don't need to do all this super complicated bullshit. You really don't. And so why is fitness so complicated? Why is fitness so complex? Because they're trying to sell you something. You need to hire me because you're not smart enough to do this on your own. But I'll tell you something. This is between you and me, your friend Chad. I think you are smart enough. I think you're more than smart enough. I've put out how many free programs? I do videos where I tell you how to program. And it's a weird thing though, because I'll point something out to you, and this is a side note here. I used to have a ton of free programs on my website. I don't even know how many I had at one point. I think I had enough free programs that would have kept you busy for 5 years straight. Okay? Not once did anyone download them. I can see that. I can see that not once did anyone download a single one of the free PDFs I had. I had enough free programs on my website, it would have kept you busy for over 5 years straight if you ran every program, and not one single download. I took them down because I decided, well, no one wants them, so take them down. But the point that I'm trying to share with you is the fact that there's a ton of free stuff out there. You don't have to go through all this complicated bullshit, and there's tons of good information out there. People like Andy Baker, whether or not you like him, Mark Rippetoe, very good for beginners. I keep telling people all the time, if you're a beginner, starting strength is fantastic. I know people come and tell me, oh, but it doesn't work for advanced level athletes. And it's like, no shit. The program is literally called Starting Strength. Starting Strength. Starting as in like beginner. Starting. It's not advanced level strength. It's not, I've been at this for 20 years strength. It's starting strength. It's a beginner program. Anyways, Wendler 531, you name it, it's out there. And Wendler, go to his website. Holy shit, tons of free information. You don't even have to buy his book. He has whole programs on there, building the monolith. You could just literally do his articles and you would make progress. No, it isn't complicated. So, what's complicated? Sprint mechanics. If you want to learn sprint mechanics because you intend to compete in sprinting, that's complicated. You want to put on a few pounds of muscle, lose some weight, not that complicated. You don't need to hire these assholes. It's all down to the level of your goal. If you're trying to be elite, you want to be world class, yeah, you probably do need a coach. You just want to get fitter than you are today, it's not that big of a deal. It's not overcomplicated, but people are going to sell you that. And that's the part that bothers me. I don't like the fact that so many people overcomplicate these things. I think that it's actually insulting. They're insulting your intelligence. And so that's why I have my channel. Ask questions. Give me topics. Tell me what you want me guys to talk about. I'm happy to talk about anything. I'm an open book. I will discuss anything. I'll tell you how to do anything you want to learn. It makes no difference to me. If people have questions, ask them. That's where I get most of this from. People DM me stuff and I make videos about it. So if you find me on Instagram, Chad Chili, it's just my name, DM me, ask me something, tell me you'd like a video on it, I'll do a whole video on it. I love to talk. I'm a talker. I have the gift of gab. So, if people want something, ask for it, you're going to get it. That's why I don't ever understand why people act weird sometimes. Like, people act like they have to, I don't know. It's almost like people want to try to ask you a question without asking you a question. Like, people do these weird things where, like, they I don't know, insinuate something or they allude to something. It's like, dude, just ask the fucking question. I'm going to answer you. I don't even care what it is. You guys can ask about drugs. You can ask about steroids. You can ask about whatever you want to ask about. I don't care. I don't have a topic that's off limits. Shit. We'll fucking talk about hemorrhoids. You want to hear about hemorrhoids and how to prevent them whenever you're squatting heavy? We can talk about that. We can talk about varicocele. That's like having a varicose vein in your testicle. That's fun. I've talked about that before in the past. Talked about having surgery to have one removed. We can talk about all kinds of fun stuff. I don't care. We can talk about pooping and diarrhea and constipation and all the weird things that happen with different diets. We can talk about anything you like, because I don't care. I'm one of those people where I'm willing to talk about anything. I'm more than happy to tell you the things that didn't work, because I don't want you to waste your time doing them either. So don't run 100 miles a week, because you don't need to, unless you're training for an ultramarathon. But yeah, I'm an open book. Ask. You're probably going to get some answer that may or may not be what you're hoping for, but I'm going to give you the most honest answer I possibly can.